Well, it is a beautiful one out there in spite of the heat and definitely the concerns for wildfire risk. And we do have active fires in the area. Let's just enjoy the good for now. Humidity's down and we do have a nice view out of Cockspur Lighthouse courtesy of our Savannah Cam network. Really, again, not bad. Sea foam from winds earlier in the week definitely making this shot look not as ideal. But let's talk about the current conditions, okay? Let's get to the numbers really quick. And again, 87 degrees at Savannah Hilton International Airport. 93 was the high today. That was the record. And by the way, tied the record. Look at the humidity, though. It has creeped back up as those temperatures have come down. But the thing you're going to note is that relative humidity was down at the 30% mark. That is wildfire criteria in our area. And the thing to make mention, by the way, the record high set back in 1967 was tied today officially. And unfortunately, the rain being gone and also a humid start. Again, bottom line, we are going through it today with that. Winds have gusted at times 15 to 25 miles per hour. That coupled with the much lower relative humidity inland in the 20 percentile readings means there's an elevated wildfire risk west of I-95, and there are active fires too, by the way. Courtesy of the Weather Service chat that we get to use, there is a fire in northwestern Effingham County near Springfield that is uncontained. There's another fire in the vicinity of Hinesville. Bottom line, folks, burning is banned. Sometimes these wildland fires happen, though, just from car exhaust. Accidentally, something just sparks, lawn care, things like that. Pine straw is never friendly with fires, especially in a drought. So bottom line, we can take a look at Viper radar and show you there is smoke from this fire, and that is propagating to the generally from southwest to northeast, and there are other fires in the region too. Bottom line, folks, don't burn. It's simply put, burn ban for South Carolina through the weekend. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news with rain. Despite this complex of showers and even some thunderstorms moving through northwest Alabama and the Tennessee Valley getting towards Huntsville, that is the only significant lightning producer in the southeast, meaning there's not much intense rain or thunderstorms in the region. And the northern stream closer to low pressure centered over Canada, that's bringing areas of rainfall for upstate New York, the Twin Tiers in Pennsylvania, New York, down into Pennsylvania. Not much to work with here. Mostly cloudy, conditions give way to passing showers at times, highs in the low to mid 80s. Mid to upper 80s closer to the coast, actually, because we'll be waiting on that cold front longer, but very hit or miss showers. Cloudy skies give way to clearing skies by the time we get towards the back half of the day. So stalled boundary sits to our north. That was actually a cooler air wedge in the region. It never made it here, obviously, but the front's moving along, the low pressure sits to the north, all the moisture is going with it. Not a ton of deep moisture, not a long enough period of deep moisture for any meaningful rain. So tracking it again, a humid start, by the way, on and off showers for the day. But notice reflectivity on our Vipercast just is not showing any heavy rain. It's just not going to be great in terms of overall rainfall totals. Quarter to half inch for some of you if you get under a couple of these showers and one of them happens to be an overachiever. But bottom line, northerly winds take over. It's going to be cool into Monday. Starting in the 40s inland, generally mid to upper 50s along the immediate coast, including our Sea Islands. Beautiful day will set up, and high pressure is going to win out and bring you sunshine through at least a lot of the week. So for Sunday, a muggy start again, mid to upper 60s for a lot of the area, especially closer to the coast. Those southwest winds eventually gradually shift to northwesterly as the cold front moves in. Highs get into the 80s for a lot of the area. The farther west you are, you get the colder air in the showers first. Obviously, you'll hit your high temperature earlier versus, say, here in Savannah or along the Sea Islands in the low country, especially upper Beaufort County. On our local waters, winds develop out of the northwest, about 10 to 20 knots, gusts over 25 knots possible beyond the Gulf Stream, 3 to 4 foot seas, high tide around in the morning and the evening either way. Very few passing showers expected, breezy and cooler Monday into Tuesday, refreshing air mass for just a few days. Honestly, Wednesday is the most perfect day by the feel, at least in terms of if you like warmer weather. Gets downright hot again for the end of the week. Next rainmaker generally looking to come in Saturday through Monday next week, but that is not even looking. Well, for one, we're really far out. Genevieve, it's dry. We need the rain.
We need the rain, but until then, maybe I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, me too. I'll be right there.
We'll be right there. You know, on top of that,